Hey guys, welcome back. It's time for a new project, and after I built this belt sander for my angle grinder stand, and really works great, but I decided that I need something bigger for grinding knives and stuff like that. So I will upgrade to a 2x72 belt grinder. But I will build two machines, two belt grinders. One is for myself and one is for a friend. He's also a knife maker and he already got a nice motor with a speed control. So let's go and let's see how it goes. Nice project, so let's start. So the one who built this just welded this plate on the motor, but it's a ugly weld and maybe not flat. Besides, I don't need all these extra. So take that off, put it in the lathe, clean it. No CAD drawing for this project, just cardboard, but that's fine. I will work my way in the project as I go. But you get a basic idea about the layout and the dimensions. And after the basic plate is ready, it's time to make the parts to hold the wheel arm. So the next step is to weld the frame together. I used a lot of clamps and I put a 1mm thick strip underneath in the center to pull it down on the outside, to pull it hollow, so that after welding, where it always pulls, especially in a T form like this, where it pulls upwards, and the idea is to keep it straight. After loosening the clamps, everything is nice and square and the mounting plate remained straight, so the pre-tension before welding worked out great. Yeah, did I say I like TIG welding? Yeah. These are the mountings for the tensioning arm. And these are the tensioning arms and construction to mount the wheel and to have it adjustable to get the alignment of the belt. And then it's on to the lathe again to make the hinges. So the next step is milling on this little Hummel for the wheel arm. It's 40mm square steel, solid, and I'm milling 1mm deep and 10mm wide. It's for the set screws so they don't damage the surface. Next step is making the plate for the wheel attachment. I made a little template, made it from wood but with some aluminium tape to hold a little bit better with the heat. So let's cut out this form. The next step is making the working table, mounting table, and making the back plate. Let's give you a quick update about the build process. Got the working table ready, nice big table to work on, and the back plate here. Used manganese steel for that to give it a little wear resistance. The wheels are temporary mounted. These are reused wheels from another machine. It's a plastic rubber combination, but I think they will work good enough for this machine. And they're nice and big, but the back wheel on the motor is too small. The motor has enough torque, but it's not spinning fast enough, so we'll make a larger wheel for that. And also it's wobbling a little bit, so I don't want that. The weight itself, it's getting heavy, but it's still nicely balanced in the center of the mounting plate, as you can see. So yeah, that's good for the stability. And I'm using these compressed air springs for the belt tensioning. And the nice things about this one is that it's adjustable. You can let out some air only once, but you can control it and let it out, and to adjust the pressure or the tension that is on there. And next is making the wheel for the motor. The next step is broaching the keyhole or keyway. Yeah, you can do that also on this little Hummel. It's really nice, versatile machine, but it will take a long time. But you can use it as a hand scraping machine or a broaching machine. But it took me almost 2.5 hours. So yeah, that's a long time. And luckily you can switch left arm and right arm. But I'll get there. It takes some time, but yeah, clearance is clearance, right? Well, also on this Shaoblin 102, this is about the max that I can do for size on this machine, but also the max that I can work on safely. And I welded two parts together, welded both sides, but put it on the lathe and cleaned it on the outside. And it's a nice fit. And if you use a lathe like that, like I did, then yeah, make sure you clean it and using whey oil to have all the waste and all the parts cleaned again to keep the machine in good condition. So I got this machine ready, it's running nicely. The table itself that it's standing on is not really solid, but the machine itself is, and it's running great. And I can now use this machine to clean up all the parts, because that's the good thing. If you build two, you can swap the parts and clean the parts with the machine that you're building. So parts like this, I didn't clean the edges in the build process until now to use that. And yeah, it's always nice to use the machine that you're building to build the machine that you're building. So yeah, let's continue and have some more fun and make some sparks. Got one ready, so let's swap them and do the other one. So I got all the parts nice and clean, ready for some paint. Somebody says solid. This machine is more than 60 kilos. So guys, the first belt grinder is ready. So Lane, this one is yours. Hope you like it, and I'm sure you will love to use it. It's nice and strong, and I think it will last a long time. So enjoy this one. I'm happy the way it came out. It took some effort to make a nice machine, and but if you make a machine, then make sure you're proud of it. And yeah, I am on this one. So this one is ready. My own belt grinder is not ready yet. I'm waiting for a different motor, but I don't want to buy a new one. But I need a bigger 3-phase motor for that. So I'll keep you updated on that. But for now, this was it, and hope you liked it. If you haven't, then please subscribe or follow me on Instagram, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.